How do deep-sea creatures manage to survive in complete darkness and under crushing pressure? In what ways do creatures like anglerfish use light to attract their prey? What makes the goblin shark's feeding technique so terrifying? Why are creatures like the giant squid still considered to be mythical? Could the legendary Leviathan be based on real deep-sea creatures, or is it just a myth passed down through generations? Hey everyone, I am Bunny, the professional reporter for this channel. Hey there, fellow thrill seekers and lovers of the unexplained. Welcome to Midnight Mysteries, your ultimate destination for diving headfirst into the shadows. Here we explore deep-sea haunting creatures. So without further ado, let's dive right into the top. Deep-sea haunting creatures. Welcome to the mysterious depths of the ocean, where some of the most terrifying and bizarre creatures on Earth reside. The deep sea, a world of total darkness and crushing pressure, is home to creatures so strange and frightening that they've long fueled our imaginations and nightmares. From ghostly glowing beings to monstrous predators, the deep sea is a place of constant wonder and fear. Today, we're going to take you on a journey through the eerie world of deep-sea creatures that haunt the abyss, lurking in the shadows of the ocean's greatest depths. The ocean is vast, covering over 70% of the Earth's surface, but the deep sea remains largely unexplored, stretching from around 200 meters below the surface to the abyssal zones at over 4,000 meters deep. This dark, cold environment is home to creatures adapted to life under extreme conditions. The lack of light and the immense pressure forces these creatures to evolve in ways that are often alien to our understanding of life. First, there's the anglerfish, a grotesque-looking predator known for its bioluminescent lure. Then there's the goblin shark, often called the living fossil. With its long, flat snout and protruding jaw, this shark looks like something straight out of a nightmare. Another ghostly resident of the deep is the deep-sea dragonfish. With its bioluminescent chin, sharp teeth, and glowing eyes, this fish looks like it belongs in a fantasy movie rather than the real world. And of course, we can't forget the giant squid, a creature that has inspired legends for centuries. With tentacles that stretch up to 40 feet long, this massive invertebrate moves through the deep like a ghostly phantom. These creatures are just a few examples of the eerie, haunting life that exists in the deepest parts of our oceans. Who knows what other haunting creatures lie hidden, waiting to be discovered? So join us as we dive deeper into the abyss, where the boundaries of reality and imagination blur, and the most haunting creatures of the deep lurk just beyond the light. Now, let's dive into the mysterious world of the goblin shark. The goblin shark, 𝗧𝗛𝗘 𝗏𝗧𝗛𝗔, is one of the most unique and mysterious creatures of the deep ocean. Often referred to as a living fossil, it has existed for over 125 million years, surviving from the Cretaceous period. This rare shark is the sole extant representative of the family 𝗧𝗛𝗘 and is known for its unusual appearance and distinctive hunting techniques. While the goblin shark is not considered dangerous to humans, it certainly stands out as one of the ocean's most eerie and terrifying creatures. Physical characteristics. The goblin shark has an unmistakable look that immediately sets it apart from other shark species. It has a long, flat, and extended snout that resembles a goblet or a demon, which is where it gets its name. This snout contains electroreceptors that help the shark locate prey in the dark, murky depths of the ocean. The shark's most striking feature is its protrusible jaws. These jaws can extend outward rapidly, allowing the shark to catch prey that comes too close. Size and habitat. Goblin sharks are not particularly large compared to other shark species, growing to lengths of up to 12 to 13 feet. However, their bizarre shape and the method by which they hunt make them appear much more menacing. They are typically found in deep waters, often at depths of around 100 meters, 330 feet, to over 1,1200 meters, 3,900 feet, near continental slopes, deep trenches, and undersea mountains. They are mostly located in the Pacific, Atlantic, and Indian Oceans. What makes them especially unique is the way they capture food. The goblin shark's protrusible jaw can extend outward by about 3 inches in a fraction of a second, allowing it to quickly snatch up its prey before it has a chance to escape. The jaw then retracts back into its mouth, and the shark swallows its catch whole. Behavior and conservation status. Goblin sharks are not known to be aggressive, and they rarely interact with humans. Since they inhabit deep ocean waters, they are not typically a threat to swimmers or divers. However, they are often considered a living fossil because they haven't changed much over millions of years. Despite their odd appearance, goblin sharks are not well studied, and sightings remain rare. In conclusion, the goblin shark remains one of the ocean's most bizarre and fascinating creatures. Its ancient lineage, terrifying appearance, and unique feeding habits make it a true marvel of evolution. While the goblin shark may be rare and elusive, its continued survival, largely hidden from human eyes, adds to the mystery and wonder of the underwater world. This explanation provides a deeper dive into the goblin shark's characteristics, habitat, and unique traits. If you're still watching this video, please consider subscribing and supporting the channel for more related content. Have you ever heard about the incredible anglerfish? The anglerfish is one of the most fascinating and terrifying creatures of the deep ocean. Known for its glowing lure and sharp teeth, the anglerfish has evolved to survive in the darkest, most inhospitable parts of the ocean. With its eerie appearance and unique hunting techniques, it has captured the imagination of many who are fascinated by the strange and mysterious creatures that live in the depths. Physical characteristics. The anglerfish gets its name from the bioluminescent lure that hangs from a stalk-like appendage on its head, resembling a fishing rod. This glowing lure, which is produced by bacteria that live within it, is used to attract prey in the complete darkness of the deep sea. The fish can move the lure in various ways to mimic the movements of small creatures, tricking unsuspecting fish into approaching. When the prey gets too close, the anglerfish strikes with lightning speed and snatches it up with its sharp, fang-like teeth. Anglerfish are typically small to medium in size, but some species, like the deep-sea anglerfish, can grow up to 3.3 feet, 1 meter long. They have large mouths that are capable of opening wide enough to swallow prey nearly as big as themselves. Their bodies are often dark in color, which helps them blend into the surrounding darkness of the deep ocean. Habitat and distribution. Anglerfish are found at varying depths, depending on the species. While some live in shallow coastal waters, the most famous and frightening species are found at depths of over 2,000 feet, 600 meters, below the ocean surface, where light does not penetrate. These deep-sea anglerfish dwell in the dark, cold waters of the Atlantic, Pacific, and Indian Oceans. Due to their preference for such extreme environments, anglerfish are rarely seen by humans, except for those that are captured by deep-sea research expeditions. Diet and feeding. The anglerfish is a carnivore, preying on smaller fish, squid, and shrimp. Its bioluminescent lure serves as an incredibly effective hunting tool, attracting curious fish and other creatures. Once the prey is close enough, the anglerfish opens its wide, toothy mouth and grabs the prey with its sharp teeth. The anglerfish's jaws can extend outward to engulf larger prey, and its stomach is capable of expanding to accommodate its large meals. This hunting method is particularly effective in the deep sea, where food sources are scarce and creatures are adapted to hunt in the darkness. Reproduction and mating. One of the most bizarre aspects of anglerfish is their mating behavior. In some species, males are much smaller than females, and once a male finds a female, he latches onto her with his sharp teeth. Adaptations and evolution. Anglerfish are perfectly adapted to life in the deep sea. In addition to their bioluminescent lure, their large mouths and sharp teeth are essential for catching prey in an environment where food is scarce. Their dark coloration helps them blend into the surrounding environment, and their ability to expand their stomachs enables them to take advantage of large meals when they become available. Some species of anglerfish have developed specialized organs to help them withstand the extreme pressure and cold temperatures of the deep ocean. Interesting facts. Anglerfish can have a number of different lures, depending on the species. Some have a single glowing lure, while others may have multiple, smaller lures. The bioluminescence in the anglerfish's lure is produced by bacteria living in a special organ called the 𝗧𝗛𝗘. These bacteria emit light, which helps the anglerfish attract its prey. Some species of anglerfish have such large mouths that they can consume prey half their size. Conclusion. The anglerfish is a remarkable example of the strange and mysterious life forms that inhabit the deep sea. With its glowing lure, sharp teeth, and unusual mating habits, it is a true marvel of nature's adaptability. Despite its terrifying appearance, the anglerfish is simply a creature that has evolved to survive in one of the most extreme environments on Earth. As deep-sea exploration continues, more may be discovered about these fascinating creatures and the many other wonders that live in the dark depths of the ocean. This detailed explanation about anglerfish offers insights into their biology, behavior, and unique adaptations, providing a comprehensive overview of these fascinating creatures. What are your thoughts on the legendary giant squid? The giant squid, Architeuthis dux, is one of the most mysterious and awe-inspiring creatures of the deep ocean. Known for its enormous size and elusive nature, the giant squid has fascinated marine biologists, sailors, and adventurers for centuries. Despite its large and intimidating appearance, the giant squid remains a relatively unknown entity, living in the depths of the ocean, where human exploration has only recently begun to uncover its secrets. Physical characteristics. Giant squid is one of the largest invertebrates in the world, with some individuals growing up to 43 feet, 13 meters in length. Its body is soft and gelatinous, which gives it incredible flexibility, allowing it to navigate through the dark, pressure-filled depths of the ocean. The squid has a mantle, the main part of its body, that houses its internal organs and is covered by a tough, elastic skin. Its eyes are among the largest in the animal kingdom, measuring up to 10 inches, 25 centimeters in diameter, roughly the size of a basketball. These giant eyes help the squid see in the pitch-black waters of the deep sea. The most distinctive features of the giant squid are its tentacles and arms. It has 8 arms lined with suckers and 2 longer tentacles used to capture prey. The tentacles are equipped with powerful suckers and sharp hooks that allow it to grab and hold onto prey. The squid's arms and tentacles work together to subdue and manipulate its prey, which is often deep-sea fish and other squid species. Habitat and distribution. Giant squids inhabit deep ocean waters at depths of 2,000 to 3,000 feet, 600 to 900 meters, where the light does not penetrate. They are found in oceans around the world, particularly in the North Atlantic Ocean, North Pacific, and the waters off New Zealand and Japan. These depths are difficult to reach, which has contributed to the squid's elusiveness. Now, it's time to uncover some of the most popular conspiracies surrounding the Leviathan. The Leviathan is one of the most legendary and terrifying creatures in human folklore, often depicted as a massive, sea-dwelling monster or sea serpent. This mythical creature has appeared in various ancient cultures and religious texts, particularly in the Hebrew Bible, and has become an iconic symbol of the chaotic, untamable forces of nature. Over the centuries, the Leviathan has been portrayed in many different forms, from a giant serpent to a dragon-like creature, and it has captured the imagination of people worldwide, inspiring countless myths, stories, and artistic depictions. Origin and mythology. The Leviathan's roots can be traced back to ancient mythologies, especially in the Hebrew Bible. It is mentioned in several books, including the Book of Job, where it is described as a fearsome, powerful creature created by God to display his power and might. In Job 41, Leviathan is portrayed as a creature of great strength, with impenetrable scales, fiery breath, and immense size. The creature is said to be impossible to defeat, even by the most powerful of warriors. Its characteristics, such as its ability to play natural forces. In some interpretations, the Leviathan is seen as a symbol of evil or chaos, representing the forces of destruction that can threaten the natural order. In other versions, it is considered a creature of divine power, created to serve a specific role in the natural world. Physical descriptions and depictions. Descriptions of the Leviathan vary depending on the source, but it is most commonly depicted as a giant sea serpent, dragon, or whale-like creature. In some versions of the myth, the Leviathan is said to have multiple heads, and in others, it has a single, massive head capable of swallowing ships whole. Its body is often described as being covered in tough, armor-like scales that are impervious to weapons. Some legends suggest that the creature's breath was so powerful that it could cause storms or even set the sea on fire. One of the most famous artistic depictions of the Leviathan comes from the ocean. its massive body coiling and twisting through the water. These depictions reflect the fear and awe that ancient civilizations had for the ocean and its unknown depths. Leviathan in religion. The Leviathan plays an important role in the biblical tradition, especially in Jewish and Christian texts. In the Hebrew Bible, Leviathan is seen as a creature created by God to show his power over the forces of nature. In the book of Isaiah, Leviathan is described as a twisting serpent, and its defeat is prophesied to symbolize the victory of God over chaos. In Christianity, Leviathan has often been interpreted as a symbol of Satan or evil, a creature of destruction that represents the forces of woe. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe and support the channel for more awesome content. See you next time.